What are the worst bits of tech that I see people using, and what are the better alternatives? Well, in this video, I'm going to stick my neck on the line and risk offending people by listing the tech that I think can get in the bin. Now then, before we get going, I just want to say this is not an exhaustive list. So if you've got any great suggestions or things that are really bugging you, please do get involved in the comments section down below. And if you're someone by some chance that uses the stuff I'm about to list, well, don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, as long as you're out there riding the bike and you've got a smile on your face, that is the most important thing. But take note, because some of my suggestions could help make your life a little bit easier. So first up on my list is big chunky seat covers. Now, I see these on bikes all of the time when I see them parked up in the city centres. Now, I'm sorry, but these really are not a great way to improve the comfort of your bike. They never stay in place, they look pants, they typically absorb loads of water, and in my opinion, just mask the issue causing your discomfort, which at the end of the day is likely to be from the shape or width of the saddle being wrong for you. My suggestion to try to fix this issue, well, is visit a local bike shop, speak to them, look at the range of saddles that they've got, and most bike shops will have loads of different saddles that you can try before you buy. Some shops and most bike fitting experts will even have the tech to measure your sit bones or map out where the pressure spots are when you're riding your bike. Let's talk base layers next. You know, the thing that everyone seems to have spent years telling new cyclists that they need to use even on hot days because it helps wick away sweat and helps to keep you cooler. Now, I'm sorry, but no, I really don't believe that it does. I mean, maybe back in the day before jerseys used modern high-tech fabrics, you could argue that a base layer would have helped. But these days, I really don't think that's the case. It's just another layer on top of your body, trapping in heat and moisture that your jersey could have got rid of, therefore helping to then cool you down. I mean, look at what the pros are doing in races like the Tour de France. When it's hot, you're going to be hard pushed to find anyone wearing a base layer. So while they're great for keeping you warm, they certainly won't keep you cool. In fact, I recently read an article explaining how even a net and mesh style base layer would trap air and therefore heat, making you feel extra warm. Okay, next on my list, rim brakes and mechanical shifting. I mean, this is tech from the dark ages, and quite frankly, I've got no idea how anyone could even ride their bikes with this kind of stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding. Obviously, don't worry about this. I love rim brakes and I love mechanical gears, but what I most certainly don't love are carbon fiber wheels with rim brakes in the wet. I mean, sure, in the dry, this is all great, it's cool, but when it's wet, well, they really just don't work to slow you down that great. You pull the brakes, generate some noise, and then gradually you start to slow down. Now, I've spent years racing on carbon fiber wheels with rim brakes, and whilst I do think the performance is okay, in the wet weather, well, the performance is pretty poor. Of course, disc brakes will help fix this issue, but then disc brakes can be noisy in the wet too, and are far from being just the perfect solution. My suggestion, if you have got carbon wheels and rim brakes, is to invest some money in some carbon fiber rim brake pads from a reputable brand, as I feel like these tend to work a little bit better in the wet. Now, it's not all plain sailing with disc brakes though, because I'm a big believer that cable-operated disc brakes kind of fall into this list too as bad tech that I still see people using. Typically, they require more maintenance, and the power is not really that much better than rim brakes. Now, I totally understand it though, because a little while ago, budget bikes were often supplied with them because hydraulic disc brakes were quite expensive. But these days, you've got budget group sets and budget bikes which feature hydraulic disc brakes, because that price point has really come down a lot, which is great news. Now, if you are really set on wanting to stick with your cable-actuated brakes, then there are disc brake calipers that have a self-contained hydraulic system, and these will offer and self-adjust. They'll require less maintenance and offer improved braking power. Right, tyres next, because let's face it, this really wouldn't be a true GCN Tech video without talking about tyres. Now, more specifically, I want to talk about tubular tyres. You know, the ones where you have to literally glue the tyre onto the wheel, which, let's face it, is a huge pain. Now, the initial appeal might be high though, because it seems like it's the tech that all the pros used to use. The tyres and the wheels are crazy light, and there are some absolutely mega bargains to be had on the second-hand wheel market. But the reality of it is far less fun. My advice would be that if you're thinking about upgrading your bike to carbon wheels, skip the tubular tyre phase completely, because the tech has moved on a lot. You've now got tubeless and clincher tyres which outperform tubulars and are much, much easier to maintain and repair. And also, the price of carbon wheels has fallen significantly if you shop about carefully. Next on my list is something that has bugged me ever since I started racing. And so on that basis, the reality is only going to apply to those people who race or take part in Gran Fondos or sportives that require you to use safety pins to put a number onto your cycling jersey. Because in my head, I'm thinking, how is it that we're in 2025 and there isn't a product that offers a better solution? Now, yes, I know there are systems out there with magnets or special number pockets in jerseys, but I don't think they're effective enough to replace the safety pin. I mean, maybe I'm overlooking something here, and if I am, well, let me know in the comments what it is I should be trying to use next. Okay, so those are some of the things that first came to mind for me, but I've still got more bad tech that I still see people using. Things like quarter zip jerseys. I mean, why on earth do they still exist when full zip jerseys are much easier to put on and take off and mean you can cool down easier on long climbs? I mean, can we just please all agree on this? Full zip jerseys are far superior. Other things like massive saddlebags as well, because honestly, I have no idea what it is people are carrying around in these giant saddlebags. Dust caps as well. I'm not really sure we can call this tech, but why are people still using them? Your valves are not exactly at risk of being attacked by dust. It's just one more thing to have to faff around and remove from your valve before pumping up your tyres. I do make one exception to this though, and that is anodized metal dust caps to match the colour of your tubeless valves. Now, I know some people completely disagree with me on this, and that's okay. I can live with that. So there you go. That is my list of things done and dusted tech that I think is bad, but people are still using. I feel like I've kind of ranted a little bit on this here, but I feel like it's okay because you can too by getting involved in the comments section down below. Now, if you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, and if you'd like to help support our channel, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. Right, I'm out of here. See ya.